back. Now, just last week, we saw the glitz and the glamour of the 28th South African Music Awards, but not all that glitters is gold. Some artists, even fans, say they were not happy with the judging. And among them is multi-award-winning musician Zakes Bantwini, who, of course, joins us talking more about this. Now, we'll be calling, of course, or rather hearing more of the calling for a review of the nominee voting system, more transparency and accountability. But, of course, Zakes joins us this morning. Morning, Zakes.
Morning, how you doing?
What's up?
Thanks for having me.
Did you manage to wake up this morning?
Yeah, I always do.
Always do.
My son wakes up very early.
Is it?
Yeah.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
Winning
Thank
your
you
first
so
summers after
so
long?
many years. Yeah.
After so many hits?
Yeah,
How do you
after so
feel?
many hits. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I really am happy, but also at the same time, I think it is an outcry that's challenging, and I think as the industry, there's something that needs to be done, and I think one is there. One is saying, let's rebuild, let's see what we can do, because we cannot have a situation where, because I think we have three situations here. I'd say challenges, really, you know. We have a challenges of lack of attendance by the artist. You know, we have a challenge. The second challenge is obviously the judges, not even the judging process, because that's two different things. Because the judging process, I think RISA in itself has tried by all means to make sure that the judging is correct, and they've done almost everything. So I think the judges, they themselves are really people who can really judge, because if what is happening in South Africa, there's a serious outcry, it will mean maybe the judges themselves, it might not even be the system of how the RISA is, but the judges. Do we really have the right judges who understand the music industry? That's the second challenge. And the third challenge is really support. I think RISA and the chairperson Unhlanhla, you know, they have a challenge of really trying to, speak to everybody else in terms of like government to support the summers. Summers were supposed to be happening before June, but because of challenges, they end up happening in August. They're supposed to happen in Pretoria, and end up going back to Sun City. These are obviously challenges that are faced by RISA. They shouldn't be those kind of challenges, especially I think the government has to play a role, a bigger role in terms of supporting the summer. So there are so many challenges that are there.
There's a lot, But I mean, the one thing I appreciated about you stating your concerns is that the tone was of let's rebuild. These are our summers.
Of course.
These are our music awards. Not the next country's, but ours. It's our responsibility, because it's the highest accolade that you said an artist receives in the country. So we need to appreciate them and rebuild. But let's go back to some of the challenges you pointed out. So when it comes to the artists, what are the artists' main concerns? If nominated artists are not even attending those awards, that's a call for concern. What's the problem with that? I mean,
I think the same thing. I think the artists, they feel outdone by the summers, and obviously some not agreeing with the results, or not agreeing with the outcome of what the summers. I mean, obviously the outcry, you know, of what is happening. I mean, I think everybody should be saying, oh yeah, we understand, or who won, oh we understand, that who won, you know. So there are so many challenges and some surprises, you know. Some of the people that you've never even heard, you know, you haven't even seen, even listened to the music, and then when they're winning, and you know, the industry in itself, and everybody's like, okay, who's this?
Who's this person?
You know
I don't want to lie. Even the viewers are just like, oh, there's a song that is a song of the year that I don't know about. Let's be frank. And I want to know if it has to do with the buying of awards. Many artists, including the late Ricky Rick, has raised this on a public platform, actually the awards themselves, saying that if we are buying, you know, awards, then it takes away from the merit and the hard work that the artists have put into it. Is there a problem of record label owners themselves, promoters, behind the scenes, paying judges, buying these awards? Is it a real issue?
I mean, in some instant it is. In some instant it isn't. You know, you have a situation where you do not know the people who are judging if they are fit to judge. Because I think we have to separate these things. The issue here is not RISA, and the issue is not the system. The issue here is the judges. The individual judges, those people who are given this responsibility to judge, because they are the ones who have to take this particular hit, say, everybody's complaining. It's complaining because of the result that you guys gave. So it's not really the organization in itself. So we can really not say, hey, Risa or Summers, because at the end of the day, the Summers don't judge. These are individuals who are doing this thing.
But what was the criteria then for selecting the judges? Do you know?
The criteria of facilitating the judges, obviously, it's a record company. It's a record companies, and I think also the artist needs to be more involved in coming in and be more involved. Because when you let these the awards being run by people who do not even sometimes participate, who don't care about the awards, these are the results perhaps that you're gonna get. So artists needs to come in and attend the RISA meetings so that they can participate, and also suggest ways of how we can get the good reflection of the results of the summers. I think everybody really needs to be involved. But here we need to be very clear. And I want to be very clear. We do not have a RISA issue here. We have a judges issue of the judges not using the summers as a promotional show. Okay. Promoting their albums or promoting their artists. The judges saying, oh no, who do I like? Gotcha. Or instead of like listening to the song and be like, okay, this is the artist that I think deserves to win, or this is the music that I feel deserves to win. Right. But it's like, hey, who do I like? Who do I want to win an award?
But surely it should be more than just the music that you think should win. It should be also the statistics. I mean, streams. How many times have people bought it? Airplay, presence, radio play. Don't all those things factor into a decision?
They have
besides,
to.
I like you, I don't like you.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. They really have to. But when you really look at the result, they get into that level. Hence, that's what I'm saying. We really need support. One of the many things. I think the frustration with the RISA of just raising funds to host these awards, and I think they really, Mr. Ntata really needs support from the artists, they need support from the private sector, needs support from the government. He cannot be frustrated in terms of like, where can I get the money? That's one of the things that we just need to do. But when the artists are not attending these awards, and we have someone who's been working hard and promising the sponsors that artists are gonna be there, and artists are not there, guess what happens? Then the sponsors say, why would you support an event where people that we are funding, they are not even there to support the very same award that you have. So artists need to understand how much it is important for them to attend these awards. To attend the awards
and support them. And I want to talk about that because also the complaint, besides the fact that music fans didn't feel like some of the people that won deserved to win, it was the production. Apparently there were sound issues. You're talking about artists obviously not attending. Obviously that has an impact on sponsors. We know the Summers used to have this big yellow sponsor, and then that sponsorship went away. So when it comes to the resources that go behind a production as well, where do you think the challenges and the gaps are, and how can we get it to a level where even the production, the experience, if I'm watching at home or in the audience, also says this is a national accolade for music artists?
I mean, I think also that would be coming from a number of challenges. Maybe it would be an issue of being appointed when you have maybe just a very short space of time. Okay. To put something together. It can also, it can be a number of issues where you get that, because I mean the production company that does the Summers, this was not the first time they doing a production, the television production. They've done television productions, and also maybe even the budgets. If they don't have enough budgets for them to do that. We have an issue here, and we have a challenge. We have a challenge that one of the most important event in the calendar of the music industry is not supported. It's not supported by sponsors. It is not supported now. It's starting not to be supported by the very artists. And it calls for a concern. It calls for us to say, guys, we actually need support. We need support from the media. Because when media is involved, sponsors are going to come through because they want your guys' platform. So really, this is like an outcry of saying, here we have an award that has been happening over the years, and has give accolades to so many great artists. Are we really, as South Africans, gonna let go of such an award? You know, such an award show by not supporting it the way it needs to be supported. And also, you know, are the really judges serious about, are they happy about this particular result? Like, if you can sit with the judge and say, guys, are you really happy about these results? If you really are not happy about this, can you really take full responsibility in saying, oh, we as judges, we've disappointed South Africa?
Your warning, if there is no remodeling, rebuilding and change for the Summers, what is the future of the Summers?
The future is that you're going to have a lot of artists complaining, and artists are not going to attend anymore. And when artists don't attend anymore, sponsors are going to say, why would we support the Summers if the people that we are looking to see, they are not even attending? And then the public is no longer going to watch the awards because there are no artists that people are interested in to see, because they are not available. They're not even available to receive their awards with those speeches. So it's like, okay, now rather just do this in the garage,
and you know what, I hope
or wherever, because we're no longer interested. So this is where we might head to. Hence, that's why as early as now, because one had an issue. I won 2 awards. I could have just kept quiet, you know. And artists could have just said a lot of things, because some of the artists are angry. Some of the artists are even insulting the awards. You know what I mean? So I could have just kept quiet myself, but I was like, no, it cannot be. We cannot allow a situation like this. You know, Risa needs help. The awards needs help, and I think it's a call for everybody to just get together and help build these awards.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I hope that, of course, your concerns and all the valid points you raised do fall on the right ears, and we all come together, because this is it's ours. They belong to us. So we have to all take part in making sure that we rebuild back that credibility. Zakes Bantwini, multi-award winning artist, joining me, of course, this morning, talking about the Summers, but saying there is, of course, a future if we all come together and rebuild that credibility of the South African Music Awards.